Most people struggle with money not because they don't work hard, right? That's not the problem, but because they don't understand how money works or they are addicted to mishandling it. If you've ever felt stuck, frustrated, or confused about money, this video is for you. So, first and foremost, why talking about money is so hard? These are triggers. When you talk about money, that's a trigger because they reveal more about a person's mindset than about their bank account. The triggers are different for three major groups of people, if you think about it. Group one, let's call them the have-nots. With this group, because they struggle financially, money conversations are very uncomfortable because, these money conversations trigger fear and embarrassment. Now, if you think of group two, let's call them the haves. On the other end of the extreme, because they do well with money, they are always being approached to make an investment, always being approached to make a donation, to provide a loan. As such, money conversations trigger skepticism in this group. And group three, the largest group of all, is the wannabes. This group is filled with those who want to be rich, who want to be richer, who want to do better, people trying to reach the next level, some genuine, some faking it till they make it, right? Now, this third group spreads the most of the ideas that you find about money, right? Because they are most comfortable talking about it. They're driven, they're trying to get to that next level. And some of the information that they provide is good, some bad, some ugly. But please, make this note. You've got to learn to talk about money from a place of value, not a place of fear, not a place of ego, not a place of desperation, a place of value. Wealthy people are attracted to value, and value lives within two currencies. Write this down. Understanding principles surrounding how something works on any subject. That's principle number one. And number two, having the wisdom on how to make it work under certain circumstances. That's your specialty. When you understand these and you can communicate your value proposition with clarity, my friends, you successfully navigate money conversations that leave you on the upside of a good deal. And if this resonates with you, I need you to just put a comment, right? No more fear. No more fear. Now let's talk about money habits. Money habits are going to come from your upbringing and your experiences. Bear with me as I say this. You will never overcome financial struggles if you blame others for your issues. Yes, your money habits start from, how you were raised. But the fact is, you have the power to change that narrative. You have the power to create independent experiences. You have the power to generate better results. Remember, some people are raised to love spending, and those kinds of people struggle growing wealth. Remember that college trust fund friend of yours who was always surrounded by money, but they never learned how to create value, and they grew to waste away all their wealth. Right? Some people escape poverty through hard work, but never learn stewardship. Right? Think of the amount of athlete stories you have heard of. Raised by one poor parent, all poor parents, got a ticket out of poverty through some pro athlete contract and ended up right back where they started, in poverty, as soon as their career was over. And then there's many others that work hard to earn money. They learn its principles. They invest in assets that generate wealth. Please note this. The key to change your circumstances, your experiences alone are too small to use as a guide when you're thinking about your maximum earning potential. So you have to stay open to learning from the errors and the success of others after learning from yours. Now remember this, not every success story is meant for you. If your mentor is 10 levels ahead of you, just think about it. Their advice will feel impossible. You got to start learning from mentors who are just a few levels higher. Their insights can be practically implemented in the short term. Those insights help you grow, and then you upgrade your mentors as you outperform recommendations. As you outperform their recommendations, you get to the next level. That's how real financial maturity happens on Money Matters. So this one is going to hit hard. How then do you face your money struggles? It's not a financial formula, right? It's not a curve. You face money struggles with honesty. You cannot grow financially unless you're willing to be honest about your struggles. Ask yourself this tough question though. Do I contribute to the net financial growth or the net financial depletion of the business I'm associated with, whether it's your household business or an LLC or any other form of business? And from my personal experience, as well as having coached clients, here's a cold truth. You're most likely to treat your business finances the exact same way you treat your personal finances. And that's because we're creatures of habit. And here's another key fact you want to note about money. Key employees and consultants who are responsible for financial operations are usually more diligent with the company's money than the owner would be. Why? Because their performance depends on it. Their sustenance depends on it. Owners with no accountability systems, they run these companies that usually end up in a cash crisis. But owners who submit to systems set up by experienced CFOs, leveraged from the expertise of those CFOs who have more experience establishing structures that maximize cash flow management productivity. And when you think about multiplying money, it's all about cash flow management. How do you master money? The best way to master money is to start a business. Here's why. Most people think about money as cash in the bank. My friends, that's only one expression of money, the liquid asset that sponsors company operations or that sponsors household operations. When you're in a business, right, you learn about the other transactions related to money. And here are some of them that most people ignore or do not understand how they work. Accounts receivable, inventory, fixed assets, investments, debt and interest, revenue inflows, expense outflows, and your cash position is affected by how well you manage all these instruments. This is why major organizations, Tesla, Berkshire Hathaway, the NBA, the NFL, they all have a chief financial officer who is in the background doing the work, being a gatekeeper. Everybody knows Elon Musk, but who knows the CFO of Tesla? Vaibhav Taneja. Everybody knows Warren Buffett, but who knows the CFO of Berkshire Hathaway? Mark Hamburg. You see, while the money managers and gatekeepers are not always on the news, these people are the ones that are managing $1 million transactions behind the scenes. So even if your business is too small for a full-time CFO, you have to at least get a fractional CFO. Why? Because their expertise brings clarity. Their expertise brings structure. Their expertise brings financial discipline. So rather than hallucinate with the results of some AI prompts on money matters, or gamble to find out how well a conversation gone wrong with the bank might be, it is better to diligently source and get a fractional CFO to support you in your journey, because they understand all the liquid and illiquid aspects of money that are moving through your business, and they help you navigate complicated transactions. Money is a controversial subject, but only second to religion. There's an ancient writing that says the love of money is the root of all kinds of evil. So is money a hero or a villain? And the answer is neither. Money takes on the character of its beholder. The villain uses money as a source of power, a source of control, a measure of status, a source of identity. But the hero, on the other hand, uses money to provide food, shelter, clothing, healthcare for their families, then to support friends and communities, and finally to help solve global problems that improve the life of others. When your goal is to accumulate money in itself, it becomes a route that causes greed, causes stealing and cheating to get more of it. But when your goal is provision, support and impact, the inspiration is excellence that draws money to you. Money is not evil, but it can be the root cause of it. Your financial circumstances will improve when you stop chasing money and start chasing value and start chasing principles and wisdom, and you implement the discipline that allows the money that touches your hands to multiply. If this video has challenged you or encouraged you when it comes to how you think and will talk and handle money in the future, hit like, comment value, and subscribe for more insights like this. Let's grow together. Bertrand Maimo, your fractional CFO. See you at the top.